for some girl chat. As always, if you want to join us, head to Instagram to comment and join the conversation. Okay, let's get into it, shall we?
Let's do it.
Okay. First up, according to a post on Scary Mommy, your financial situation should not be a determining factor in whether or not you have kids. The writer explains that both of her pregnancies were surprises, and that just because she and her partner weren't financially stable at that time didn't mean that she should have ignored her dream to start a family. In fact, the author suggests most families don't have enough money in the bank to justify having kids, but they decide to have them anyways. So, ladies, do you think it's fair to a child to have them if you're not financially stable?
Who gonna take care of the kids if they ain't got no money?
Yeah, exactly. But more, I think, okay, the word stable, what exactly are we saying when we say stable? Are we saying stable like you can lock down like now until the next 20 years, I've got a job? Like,
No,
I think there's a difference.
not struggling.
I think the two most important things for kids to have is health and safety.
Yes.
And I don't think those things always have to cost a lot of money.
Agreed.
I know many families who live in huts, and they're yes.
I'm sorry, one more time.
I know families who live in huts, like in different parts of the country, where their families may not have what we think
Not
are
this
like.
country. We live in a hut.
No,
This country.
but
living in
Lonnie,
a hut in this country might not be safe.
But they are safe. What I'm saying is the families that don't have what we consider as the stability have the safety and the health that the kids need in order to be in an environment where they feel love.
100%.
For me, my parents combined made about $30,000 when I was growing up. And I felt like the richest kid in the world, you guys, because I got so much love and so much attention. Now, granted, I didn't have the same type of toys that the other kids had. 2 chopsticks can make a really creative set of drums for 5 years. But I had what I felt I needed. And so I would never tell a mother and father that they need to have a certain amount of money to have kids, but they need to make sure they have...
You need a certain amount of money to have kids.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with the love factor 100% because I grew up very, very poor, like really poor, and we struggled growing up.
Yes, we the poor section, right here.
Really poor.
We grew up poor. Project girl all the way, okay? But I made TV today.
Boom. Let me shout out to the Vladeck Project in New York City, government-owned housing, yes. But okay, this is my thing. I think there's a difference between saying you are financially stable and saying you are broke. Now, okay? There are some people that are broke, that there's a child coming into this world, they do not have the money to even cover the prenatal care. Guys, we have to think realistically. It sounds really nice.
That's health.
Yes, but it sounds really nice to say love is enough, but we have to be responsible parents.
I'm not saying love, I'm saying health and safety.
Yes. But I know, no, I agree.
Love is,
I'm not
love
saying
is a part of
it
that.
sounds nice to just say love, which I'm not saying you are only saying.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, who is... go ahead,
This is an interesting conversation because I agree with Jeannie because sometimes life just happens.
And then you
have
step up to the plate.
make it work. And there are lots of parents who bust their you-know-what to make it
100%.
work. Yes.
But they bust their you-know-what to get what? To get what?
Yeah, money.
To make it work.
Yes. However, then I agree with you. Having children, I mean, they're a lot of money.
Yeah. I'll tell you exactly how much.
Yeah, I did some research.
Look at that.
You guys are smart. Tell me.
But wait, let's see if we found the same thing. So, according to the Department of Agriculture, it would cost $233,610 for a middle-income family to raise a child born in 2015.
Okay.
That's until they are 17, but that's just 2015.
What kind of family?
It's a middle-income family.
Okay, so we also need to consider that a lower-income family would be even less than this. And when I divided that 17 years to 233,000.
Math.
It is $13,741 a year. Now that is middle.
$13,000
a year.
A year.
What did you just say?
That's it?
Ding, ding, ding. And that's for middle income. So if you are lower income, if we got to be realistic, whoever's doing these polls, they're probably spending more than is they're giving it a little bit of cushion, I'm assuming. Now, when you really are raised broke and poor, you figure it out. I do agree that you figure it out. Trust me, you get creative.
You can make a lot of meals out of Vienna sausages.
Yeah, you know that there's a life living inside you, and you just somehow figure out how to
talking about, okay, we understand that things happen. I'm talking about when you're planning and you saying, I can't take care of kids. I don't think that that's right.
No.
Because who is going to take care of those kids then? That's what I'm asking.
And that's what I was going to say. The reality is, I do think it is important to plan.
Yes.
One, if you are financially struggling, somebody got to work. Both of y'all got to work.
Yep.
So who are going to take care of the kids? I think a lot of the times in America, people get so fascinated with pregnancy, they don't really think about after baby, like the reality
you blame that on
of
Instagram, because all the cute babies on Instagram. And,
no, it's true.
You know,
and it's the same thing
and keeping up with the Joneses and trying to buy your kids like $30 jeans.
My point is, it's the same thing with weddings. A lot of people just look at the wedding. They never really think about marriage, about the work that it takes, you know, to keep that marriage going. It's the same thing with having kids. So what I would do, if you're not financially stable, I would just make sure that you guys have serious conversations about the reality of what's going to happen when you have a baby, especially when you aren't really financially stable. Daycare. I mean, is one person gonna maybe pick up another job or pick up 2 or 3 jobs
or switch on and off?
Yes,
someone watches them during the day, somebody watches them at night.
Yeah, but when we talking about people that's in a couple, I want to talk to women out there because there's a lot of women that get in situations, and that's why I always stress to women to protect yourself and make sure, because if something happens, you're not in a stable relationship. A lot of times you caught up, you know, taking care of that baby for yourself. If you with somebody, at least you got somebody to play off of. But in reality, especially in the times that we live in, most of the time it's the woman that has to take care of the kids. And it's like you really have to plan as a single woman or a woman that you just out on the town, having a little good time, you know, make sure you protect yourself and be responsible, because you get that kid, you know, you got to take care of it. I feel sorry for my mom. My mom took care of me and my brother. It was hard in the projects. You know, sometimes I went hungry. And you know how hard that is for her to see her child go hungry?
How does the parent handle that?
Exactly. How does that affect you as a parent when you have all of this stress on you of how am I going to make sure that I have a roof over my head? How am I going to make sure that my child doesn't go to bed hungry? It's unfair to you long term, and it's unfair to the unborn child.
It's also insane that today, in order for any of us to get a credit card or to even purchase a house, you have to qualify. And the system has it figured out to see what kind of stable job you have, what history you have, in order to get you to even qualify to get to those places in life. But in real life, you can have anybody can have a baby because of an accident or because of one happy night out where you're not being responsible. That's the part where we have to take charge of ourselves and be the qualification and the standard that we need to set in order for this human being we're bringing in.
Does it sound terrible to say that I think being a parent is an honor? And that I think that it shouldn't be thrown around where you just say, that's like somebody saying, I want to be an Academy Award winner. I want to be an Academy Award winner, but I have to put in the work to get there.
I'm gonna be
you can't just say, I want to be a parent, but I don't have the money, can't buy diapers, don't have a house, but I want to be a parent because it's my dream. I want to be a millionaire because it's my dream, but there are steps and responsibilities you have to take in order to be that. Like, I think people just think, I want to be the owner of Tesla. Well, guess what? I didn't invent that bomb model of a car.
The reality is there are some people having kids as accessories. They're not really thinking about, wait a minute, once you are a mother, you are a mother forever. And you have to take responsibility for that child, or dad.
The thing is, for me though, what I say is, I also know families who are so stressed out. I was one of those girls who also was more stressed out about how much money do you have to make, because I grew up poor, so I'm afraid of being poor. So I constantly think and hang over my head.
You almost overwork because of that.
Yes. Because I think that there are people that also wait to have a certain amount so that they qualify to be a parent. And there's no qualified amount that you should have. I think that there just needs to be a plan.
Correct.
And there needs to be a surrounding of health and safety always for
and
the
not
child.
broke.
Well, it goes by what you just have to iterate what Tam said. You know, have a steady job. Have something. Just have a plan. And it's okay to wait a year or two before you want to start a family. It's not going to hurt you.
Can you take care of yourself? Let's start there.
That's the question.
Can you take care of yourself?
Yeah, if you living with your mama and your daddy and all this, you know,
Hey, I'm not anti that because some people actually live with their parents and they end up helping them.
But they do that to save. But I don't think it's fair to sit there and start your family while you living under somebody else's roof. That's what I believe.
If
they okay with it,
works for them and that's culturally or whatever, then that's fine. I'm just saying, don't come in here broke, thinking, oh, but I just want babies, and you didn't think the rest of it through.
Right. So we all can agree
that
if life happens, it happens, and you're going to work it out.
At least you could say, I did my best to be responsible, and things do happen.
So we can all agree that starting a family is expensive, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, so are car accidents, ladies.
Ooh. Yes, they
because
are.
Let me tell you now, a user on Quora.com recently posed the question, what would you do if your car hit another car, but nobody noticed? Has this happened to anybody? Oh, okay.
I don't drive.
I like you, Honest Dave. Thank you, and welcome to the show. The responses ranged from, quote, always leave a note no matter how bad the damage.
Always.
That is so my husband.
With some readers even owning up to the fact that they left the scene and pulled a hit and run. So, ladies, let's keep it real, 100 up in these streets. What would you do in this situation? Has this happened to you?
Well, I don't drive. So, no, it hasn't happened to me. I haven't hit any cars yet. But, y'all ever been in the passenger side and you open the door and it hits the other door in the parking lot? Oh my God, and you see the little white marks and you be like, well, I've for sure done that, and I don't say nothing. I'd be like, oh, my bad. Like, it's not my problem. And it's happened to me, so I low-key feel like it's like, okay, like it's like they do it to me, I do it to them. You know, things happen.
Yeah, I think when I was younger, if I didn't have insurance and money, I probably, have hit a couple of cars.
Parking, probably.
But so now that I'm responsible, I will leave a note. But that's...
What?
If
She's
they
not
don't
even
see
sure.
it, they don't know.
Like would you get out and see what the damage is, and if it's not noticeable, then do you still
Basically, what Lonnie is saying is if a tree falls in the forest, did you see it?
I'm saying now I'm responsible, so I can leave a note. But back in the day, I'm just gonna be honest. Back in the day, I was broke. I was a college student. If I hit your car, I'm sorry, boo. I'm out of here. All right, that's just
surprisingly to finish.
I don't know. I guess I have too good of a conscience. Like, I truly believe in karma and reaping what you sow.
That's why they hit my car too.
I would be afraid. So to answer your question, okay, if a tree fell in a forest, did anyone see it?
Yep.
My mom would respond with, God did.
Saw it, yeah.
And so I had that over my head throughout my entire life. So I still think that way. So I would definitely write a note. And then I would leave like,
yeah, but you sister. You done had money all your life, so it's like we talking about us broke folks over here. It's like we ain't got,
Freaking Tamara over here signing a note on stationery.
I would give my autograph and everything. Be like, oh my gosh, I am so sorry. Here's my number. We will figure it out. Here you go.
God bless you.
You know what? The one thing I've had people hit me, and I know they've hit me. Yeah. And I know they couldn't afford it. They didn't have insurance and stuff, so I let them go.
Oh, that's nice.
So, in a way, I kind of made up for the time.
Wait. But have you ever gotten a note? Have you ever gotten a note that says, hey, I hit your car. I couldn't afford to give you my insurance information.
And I'm sorry.
I ain't doing that because I'm going to take fingerprints.
How about I just say I'm sorry on the note and keep it pushing? That sounds pretty balanced between Tam and
You're still gonna be mad if somebody messed up your car and told me I'm sorry, but I ain't need my information.
But I said I'm sorry.
I had a weird situation. Okay, I am that girl that will leave a note. I've done it twice because in LA it's really hard to park. But one time I got parked so up close to the wall that I couldn't pull out, the kind of thing where you try to do the Austin Powers move where you try to like back out, but you can't back out because this freak parked right close to you that you're like, dude, let a girl breathe. Me. You're that girl?
I'm that girl.
Well, then guess what? I would have left a note on your windshield in Sharpie, like, figure out how to park.
I have had that happen.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You did that to somebody?
Yeah. I guess because I'm always in a rush. So, when you make that right turn, like I just make it sharp.
I have no idea what any of these two are talking about right now.